where we stood in terms of the social network presence. And what was really funny about this was that traditionally there was only a limited amount of ways that you could engage within a campaign. You could, make some phone calls from a phone center, from a field office. You could go knock on some doors. You could put a lawn sign. So there weren't really a lot of ways to participate. And what social networking did was it gave people a whole new dimension of how they can interact. So, for example, just using their real estate, your Facebook profile, your MySpace profile, your videos, your blogs became digital real estate that you actually were able to show your support. In every single digital space almost, I think we were on over 15 social networks that gave people the opportunity to see content that was being pushed out of the campaign. And what was even better about that was we not only broadcast that, we used all the people who supported us as sort of jumping off points as well. So when you put I support, Barack Obama button on your Facebook, that went to your entire network of a couple hundred of people on your list saw that as well, and then they were made aware of different things of the campaign. This was also done by making a lot of the content downloadable and grabbable. All our YouTube videos you could grab and embed into blog posts. So this was a very key way of how we redefined engagement and participation. So this is what the interface looked like. And I'm just going to go through a couple of the features that I thought were really interesting. So my favorite one is the calling your friends feature, which what it did was when you selected call friends, it would reorganize your phone book for you and reorder all of your contacts by battleground state priority. So if you had any friends, that we made it easy for you to participate. So if you had friends who were if you had friends who were, in Ohio or, in Pennsylvania, their numbers would probably come up first. Additionally, what would happen is that after you made the phone call to your friend in Ohio, there's a little screen that popped up that said, so, how did that call go? Do they support, Barack? Are they interested in volunteering? Do they want more information? And you could actually click a button that said report call. And that information was sent real time back to the data center so that our field operations staff could then go and follow up and recruit volunteers. My second favorite feature, other than the call friends one, was the issues. And why I like this was because this was information that was hosted locally on the application, meaning the information didn't need access to a Wi-Fi connection or the internet. And say you were out having lunch with a friend and someone said to you, I don't really know about Barack's environment plan. I'm not really quite sure how it's going to work or whatnot. And if you weren't educated, then there was a prime opportunity of where you could talk to someone about it that had, passed. So what this did was this translated, or this condensed all of Barack's issues of the campaign into bite-sized chunks, so that you could very quickly see what the gist of the issue was and how it would affect different people. So it really felt as though they were a part of this campaign. And we did this through the, sending out the personalized emails, allowing them to develop these profiles on Maibo, allowing them to engage through the videos and through all the content that we created. We also released a lot of information to our users and subscribers before we released it to the media. So we really fostered, as Scott said, a we instead of a he environment. The art that was created, the graffiti that was created, so people who sort of took the brand and really just ran with it and made it their own. And I love this bottom picture here because I feel like you can really tell the message of the brand, because even in a graffiti that was, uncommissioned and probably illegally done, it still managed to underline some of the key words of the campaign, which was, belief, ability, change, hope, action, change, which is the constant message that was pushed throughout the campaign.